Dzień dobry, witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku Zagrajmy w Jade Empire in Style i aktualnie wychodzimy z herbaciarni i udajemy się na dalszą eksplorację lądowiska Tiena. Dobrze, gra zregenerowała mi po wyjściu moje statystyki. A wy co?
Don't be like that.
Tak dziwnie weźcie się na mnie patrzyli. Czyli tutaj jest cokolwiek ciekawego? Widzę, że tutaj jest skrzynka. Czy jest coś oprócz tej skrzynki? Tu w rogu widzę, że nic nie ma ciekawego. Tutaj jest ta jedna skrzyneczka. Bezcenna. Widzę tutaj dzbanek też do obrobienia. 18 sztuk srebra. Czy tutaj jest ktoś, z kim można by pogadać? Rybak. Nie wiem, co tutaj próbuję złowić, ale bez znaczenia. Może jeszcze bym sobie przypisał klejnoty. Poprawił sobie moje nauszniki. I co ja mam? Klejnot ładu. Ciało +1, umysł +1, duch +1. To mi się przyda. Dalej, brązowy język, ponieważ daje mi bonusy do tego i dobry los. Intuicja +5, umysł +1, duch +1. Ok. Dobra, czyli mam przyporządkowany, teraz z tobą pogadajmy.
Hello, and welcome to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I'm afraid I don't have any woodwork items ready right now. My inventory's a bit understocked.
Kim jesteś?
I'm Chuman the Craftsman. Nobody important, just a simple merchant of fine woodwork items. A merchant who may not be in business much longer, I'm afraid. There are several customers who owe me money, but with the dam open, times are hard. I can't expect them to pay me when they can't even feed their families. And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it.
Może pomogę ci odzyskać długi?
No, that won't be necessary. I don't want to cause any trouble for my customers. I'm sure they'll pay me eventually. At least, I hope so.
Mogę pożyczyć ci trochę srebra, żebyś wyszedł na prostą.
A noble offer, but I must refuse. Prospects for my shop are poor right now. I can't allow you to risk losing your investment. No, things will have to work out on their own.
Pójdę już.
Farewell.
Niezbyt dobrze prowadzi swoje interesy. Lifun.
Welcome, stranger! Welcome to beautiful Tien's Landing! Isn't it a glorious day? Oh, I know, people complain and grumble, but honestly, I think they're overreacting. Things can't be that bad, right? After all, you're here. If the town was truly doomed, would we still be getting visitors? Ha, I think not. In fact, I think your presence here is a sure sign that things are looking up. Soon all our problems will be solved. It's just like I kept saying.
Dobrze, że nie traci w nadziei.
Things will get better, they always do. It's like my father used to say, the greater the problem, the greater the solution. I'm sure it'll all work out.
Do widzenia.
Enjoy your stay and wonder.
Z tobą już pogadałem. Ty, robotnik portowy, czyli randomowy NPC. Tu na końcu, czy stoi ktoś warty rozmowy? Rybak. Nie. Ja przyjmuję zasadniczo taką zasadę, że warto gadać tylko z tymi NPC, którzy mają imiona. Ponieważ tylko oni mają coś wartościowego do powiedzenia. Tu na razie chyba nie ma wejścia. Tutaj wejdziemy chyba na górę, ale na razie tam może nie chcę iść.
Irkana, unika surir.
A kim wy jesteście?
Ikirnik tine piru, uiferek uoksun puno.
You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the Lion, if you please.
Wotowir ukawana ir usoanata hoki. Niato wonanapadi irovir.
You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment.
Tawi ir kawana ir sonir ipoki.
Czym dokładnie się zajmujecie?
Wonakapir sari awaf, van sir surufus i sinosaurus usuno.
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
Ikirnik tine piru, uiferek uoksun puno.
Jaki trening możecie mi zaproponować?
Uki fakania, ni ukoristruipa.
Do not be so hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago.
Nararo, na pirarpirni, niktakatashi.
Czym dokładnie się zajmujecie?
Wonakapir sari awaf.
Surely you know.
Dobra, myślę, że tyle. Pozwolę wam w spokoju
He in
grać.
the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this.
Sisair pawaro, tikotro tuaso.
I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil.
Co masz na myśli?
Ipaner nuku iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruru ninuasa irkana.
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
Usair kokanato, tanatnir, katanano, shafatoyu.
Spoko. Tutaj z wami nie mogę pogadać. A ty kim jesteś, panie Duwytien?
Look at all these people here. When my old father told me to come to the big city, he never warned me about the crowds.
Aha, czy ty jesteś wsiowym ciołkiem? W tym mieście nie ma tłumów, jest praktycznie opuszczone.
Back on the farm, I ain't never seen so many people and buildings in one place. Except for livestock. But I guess they ain't people. Or buildings.
Kim jesteś?
My name's Tian, but everyone calls me Big Tian because I'm so big. I came to the city to try to find me a wife. So far, it's not going so good. You wouldn't happen to know any pretty young gals, would you? Someone who'd want to come live on the farm with me?
Nie. Nie znam żadnych panien na wydaniu.
Well, that's a real shame.
Dobra, idziemy dalej. Czy powiedzmy tędy da się przejść? Nie, ale tutaj mamy beczułkę. I 22 sztuki srebra. Ta brama jest zamknięta i nigdy jej nie otworzysz. Szkoda.
Hey,
Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Spoko. Zaraz dostaniecie po ryju. Pierwszy. Nie ma leczenia.
Can you believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that? They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger.
Właściwie to Lan wysłała mnie na pomoc.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
Martwi się o ciebie.
Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
Z daleka od czego?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
Więc czemu z nią nie porozmawiasz?
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out.
Więc potrzebujesz ochroniarza.
In public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway.
Powiedziałeś o tym Lan?
No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention Eiling. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Eiling might hurt her too.
Mam wrażenie, że coś przede mną ukrywasz.
I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me.
Może mógłbym porozmawiać w twoim imieniu z Eiling?
Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Spoko. Tylko 3 punkty dalej. Mało, bardzo mało. Widzę, że tam jest jakaś książka, której nie czytałem. Ciekawe, ciekawe. Teraz może tutaj weźmy, bo to jest chyba budynek portowy.
This here's a private club. Members only.
Muszę porozmawiać z Eiling o Bayu.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Spoko. Ale najpierw widzę tutaj beczułki. A jak widzę beczułki, To znaczy, że muszę ją obrobić. I czy tutaj będą jeszcze jakieś beczułki dookoła? Nie wiem, ale muszę to sprawdzić. Nie, tu będzie tylko dźwig portowy i żadnych beczułek. No nic, wchodzimy i gadamy z Ailing. Czemu ona prześladuje tego kolesia? Może po prostu jest zazdrosna i chce go wyhędowyć, więc nasyła na niego zbirów, ponieważ lubi się niegrzecznie bawić. Nie wiem. Poczytajmy sobie tę książkę. Okej,
Be
ekspres
careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
Okej, i widzę, że tu jest Ailing.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
Ale co ci zawinił Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
O, koleś próbował grać na dwa fronty. Nie, ładnie. Obiecał ci ślub?
I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
Pozwól, że przyprowadzę tu Baya. Może coś wymyślimy.
Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
Pójdę teraz po Baya.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Ailing twierdzi, że Bay obiecał się z nią ożenić.
What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, I think you're pretty, Ailing. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you.
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
Nie myślisz racjonalnie, Ailing.
Kids say all kinds of things, Ailing. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise.
Zaraz, Ailing, powiedziałeś, że nigdy nie skrzywdzisz Baya.
Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
Ty też się zmieniłaś.
Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Zatrzymaj posag, Lan. Cieszę się, że mogłem pomóc.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eiling. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
Dobra, jeszcze nim z tą pogadam, splądrowałbym ci tę siedzibę. Kluczyk znaleźliśmy. I co tu jeszcze możemy znaleźć? Ta waza jest niedotykalna. Ta też. A ta skrzynka? 41 sztuk srebra. I level up. Dodałbym sobie teraz 2 punkty może do tego, 1 punkt do zdrowia. Dalej mam 3 punkty tutaj. Nie wiem, coś się zblokowało chyba. Tutaj wchodzimy do magazynu na łodzie i plądrujemy. Pięć sztuk srebra. 750 sztuk srebra. $114 exp. I z tobą bym pogadał bardzo chętnie, dziewczynko, teraz.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created.
Wciąż możesz znaleźć męża.
What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming.
Mogę ci pomóc w znalezieniu męża.
Ha! You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course.
Wrócę, kiedy już znajdę ci męża.
Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
Pamiętacie tego kolesia w lądowisku Tiena? Znaczy nie w lądowisku Tiena, tylko w herbaciarni, tego takiego bucowatego kolesia. Ale wygląda na inteligentnego w sumie. Ma standardy, ma wymagania, ale... ma też, widzę, że dobrze poukładane w głowie. Widzę, że znowu zdrowie mi się zregenerowało. Dobra, czyli... a nie, tutaj nie tędy, do herbaciarni się idzie. Do herbaciarni idzie się tędy. Czy ja to czytałem? Tak, czytałem, bo nie dostaję już expów za to. I gdzie jest ten koleś? Ten koleś był na górze. Dobra. Mniej więcej tutaj trzeba było obiec i zrobię może sobie save'a przed rozmową z nim. O, tu jest, dobra, zapiszmy sobie grę, na wypadek gdyby coś nie wyszło mi.
Why have you returned? I suspect there must be some reason beyond the desire to add the agony of conversing with you to my already incalculable sufferings.
Znam kobietę, która może się tobą zainteresować.
I confess that I am eager to find a woman of genuine intellect and class. However, I have long given up hope of finding such a bride in this all-too-provincial town.
Ailing szuka męża.
Eiling? Surely you jest. The infamy of that woman's gang leads me to believe she is barely above a beast, though I hear she is fair to gaze upon.
Pamiętaj, koleś, niegrzeczne dziewczynki są ponoć najlepsze. Na pewno zdołabyś zrobić z niej prawdziwą damę.
I admit I am quite capable of bringing culture even to one such as her, and she is a stunning physical specimen.
Pamiętaj, niegrzeczne dziewczynki są najlepsze.
It could be a worthy challenge to try and effect the grand metamorphosis on this ugly caterpillar. My reward may well be a gorgeous butterfly. Very well, I consent to a meeting with Eiling herself. Take me to her, that we may move events to their ultimate conclusion. Greetings, fair maiden. I see accounts of your physical beauty are quite accurate. I only hope the less flattering traits attributed to you are less so.
You sure like to use big words, don't you? You trying to make me feel stupid or something?
To tylko świadczy o tym, jaki jest mądry Ailing.
Precisely. My copious vocabulary and cunning linguistics are ample evidence of my superior intellect.
Or maybe you use big words to compensate for a little something lacking below the belt.
Are you under the erroneous belief that impugning my manhood will somehow entice me into a proposal?
Ile kobiet poza nią miało odwagę rzucić ci wyzwanie, Jaoru?
Yes, she does have spirit. No doubt that's why these ruffians follow her with such devotion. But will she be able to channel that fire into more socially acceptable pursuits?
Look, I know I've got a bad reputation, but I'm looking to make a clean start. It won't be easy to change, but I'm willing to try.
I suppose I can't reasonably ask for more than that, can I? Perhaps this union has potential after all.
You know, I think we should get to know each other a little better. In private.
No to gratulacje. Zostawię was samych.
You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect. So I'll live up to mine. Here's the silver I promised you.
That's truly a substantial sum of silver. I'll have to add your considerable financial means to the equation, along with your sweltering beauty and indomitable passions.
It may take a while, but I think I could get used to talk like that.
Okej, czyli dostaliśmy chyba sporo srebra. Zatem idziemy dalej eksplorować tą mieścinę, moi drodzy. Dokładnie tak, dalej sobie poeksplorujemy. Może znajdziemy coś ciekawego. Teraz tutaj, kurtyzana, nieciekawym, strata hajsu, jeżeli można skorzystać. Kupiec yin-yang i shipeng. Co ma w kupcu?
Hello. You do not need to speak with me. I am just Merchant Xiang's assistant. Perhaps someday I will be Merchant Xipeng, mightiest merchant of Tian's Landing. But for now, I am just an assistant, not worthy of your honorable time.
Spoko. I tak wygląda na spoko kolesia.
These docks remind me of the fishermen in Two Rivers. A shame we will never see them again.
Randomowi NPC mnie nie interesują. Urwis, kurtyzana, marynarz. To są wszystko randomowi NPC, którzy nie są zbyt ciekawi. Skacząca rysica, z tobą bym pogadał.
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tien's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tien's Landing, if that's why you're here.
Jakiego rodzaju pokazami się zajmujesz? Tańczysz na róże mała?
You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right?
Busy do statystyk? Zawsze chętnie.
I'm not putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested.
Skacząca rysica, skąd wzięłaś takie imię?
It's not much of a story, really. It's just a stage name I picked up when I first started practicing acrobatics. I was quite young, and my master felt I was a little too fast for my own good. You dart like a lynx, he would say, but you balance like a drunken frog. He taught me to slow my movements and really focus on what I was doing, but his nickname for me stuck.
Czego możesz mnie nauczyć? No i masz mowę coś na sprzedaż?
I'd be happy to. Let's see what...
Może bym sprzedał nieco hajsu. Dobra, i co ty masz? Skupienie plus 15, chi plus 3 drogie. I te wszystkie rzeczy dają mi boosty większe niż debuffy, więc chciałbym je sobie kupić. Ale zacznijmy może od tego. Dobra, zatem wyjdź. I powinniśmy mieć znaczące boosty do naszych statystyk. Dokładnie tak.
Stop right there! I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship. I'm your captain. Understand?
Chyba nie
I'm still
bardzo.
the captain. For now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
Kiepski z ciebie kapitan. Pogadajmy z tobą.
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here.
Kim jesteś?
I'm Captain Ing. This is my ship, the Lucky Knight. She's a fine vessel, or was. But now that the Great Dam is open, the Lucky Knight is stranded here along with me and my men. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam.
Jeśli poziom wody jest zbyt niski, to czemu nie zamkniecie tamy?
If I leave the ship, my men will have Tien's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk closing it.
Zamknę dla ciebie tamę.
The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger. I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have.
Jak mogę dostać się do tamy?
You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key.
Spoko. Gdzie znajdę ministra Fenga?
He's in the town square. You'll see him standing in front of a cart. Just don't ask him about the burned-out building nearby.
I sense an embarrassing story. It is good to know that we should avoid the subject.
It really isn't important. Just get that key from him and close the great dam. Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but thank you.
Spoko, zatem idziemy pogadać z tym panem ministrem. Czy pan minister będzie tutaj, czy może będzie gdzie indziej? Tu jest waza, którą oczywiście sobie rozbiję. Kim ty jesteś, panie uczony feź niebios?
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill. What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and coddle the poor.
Ktoś musi się troszczyć o słabych. Co w tym złego?
They must protect themselves. You see? Your every action and each word tells me that you are not the person I need. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you.
Spadaj. Nie zamierzam niczego udowadniać. Beczułka. 9 sztuk srebra. Tong. Kim ty jesteś?
What do you want?
Pocieszyć? Co masz na myśli?
It's no fun being trapped in this town. We don't know nobody, we ain't seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here. That'd drive anyone to drink.
Pójdę już sobie. Czyli ty jesteś po prostu miejscowym pijaczyną. Czy tu da się przejść? Nie. Bo po co miałbym mieć tutaj skrót? Po co? Gra tego nie przewidziała, że tutaj mógłbym mieć skrót, w związku z czym będę musiał biegać naokoło. Więc chyba do tego ministra Fenga całego będziemy mogli się dostać biegnąc tak mniej więcej lekko naokoło. Czyli tędy i teraz tutaj do góry.
Your move, old goat.
Dobra, to mi lecimy do ministra Fenga, żeby z nim pogadać. Ale myślę, że rozmowa z ministrem Fengiem
Pretty.
Wo afawer sun urk fonir uk. Uksier sa fit kup wo sarkir.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Koni onu you tashika will fonil satharaponi?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Dobra, może najpierw pogadajmy sobie z tym handlarzem, a ty kim jesteś? Albo nie, pogadam z nimi wszystkimi już myślę, że w następnym odcinku. Do zobaczenia, cześć, trzymajcie się.